Hey guys, welcome back. It is your girl Bomb Jalam. I know I've been gone for a long time. I've been taking care of a lot of business, moving into a new place and all of those things. So I just wanted to get into some of my favorite rookies. We are coming up on a new NBA draft soon. So I just wanted to go ahead and talk about some of my favorite rookies from this year's 2017-2018 NBA season. This year's rookie class was freaking phenomenal. There's a lot of people on here. There's a lot of people that's not on this list that I would have liked to name, and I'll probably give them an honorable mention at the end of the video. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get into my top 5 favorite rookies from this year's 2017-2018 NBA season. First off, we got my guy Jayson Tatum. So Jayson, earlier in the season, a lot of people were giving him the nickname of Paul George 2.0. And at first I didn't really like the comparison. I'm a big Paul George fan. He's one of my favorite players currently. And I just didn't, I don't know, I don't like to put people in a box. But I kind of understand where they're coming from because they are both small forwards. They both have similar aspects to their game. Jayson is a great defender. He's a great scorer. He can finish at the rim, or he can, pull up for a 3-point shot. So I understand people's comparisons. You could also call him the finisher too. I know that's Lauri Markkanen's nickname, but you can also call Jayson Tatum the finisher. No shade to Lauri. I love Lauri. So Jayson Tatum, his NBA averages, he finished with 14, 5, 2 assists, and 1 block per game. He's played consistently great all year, and even in the playoffs, he's been doing extremely well. I'm always excited to watch him when he plays. He seems to be very engaged, always focused on the floor. And who's to say we would have noticed his contributions if Kyrie and Gordon hadn't went down? He might not have played as much. So I'm very glad to see that he's been able to exhibit his skill level this year. He's been a super fun player to watch. Just to get into a few of his stats. So from within 5 feet of the rim, he shot 187 of 317 shots. So that's about 57% of his shots within 5 feet, he got them to fall. And then from 3, he got 38% of his shots to fall, shooting 52 of 135. So of course, he's a rookie, so there's always room for improvement. I would say these percentages are actually pretty good already, because usually the standard is usually 40% from 3. So the fact that he's already at 38 is very good, and he has a 54% efficiency field goal percentage already. On defense, like I said, he's always very engaged. You can tell, especially when he's on the perimeter, he's effective there. And then as far as block goes, 42 of his 59 blocks that he got this season were at the rim, or within 5 feet of the rim. So he's definitely showing that he can do his part, that he can help out on defense when he's needed. He's a super versatile player, and I love watching him play. So next up, we have De'Aaron Fox, another one of my favorites. I watched a lot of Sacramento games this year. It was always cool to watch De'Aaron check in and do his thing. His numbers weren't that great. He averaged 11.6 points, so almost 12. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal for 28 minutes per game. Not bad, you know what I mean? Again, he is a rookie, so there's always room for improvement. He has a lot of style and speed. When he makes shots, sometimes his shots just look crazy. The buzzer beater he had against Miami over the 3 defenders. He has crazy athleticism. And then his speed, watching him just run down the floor and just get to the rim is just wow. This guy is crazy. Yeah, he's another one of the players that I really enjoyed watching. He can shoot from all areas of the floor. He can shoot from mid-range, near the rim, from 3-point. But I noticed that a lot of his percentages weren't all that high. But again, like I said, he's a rookie, so there's always room for improvement. I just enjoy watching his style of play. And so that was one of my reasons for adding him to my favorite rookies list for this year. Next up, we have the actual finisher. Now, I know I said earlier Jayson Tatum was a finisher, but we got my guy Lauri Markkanen from Finland, and they also call him the finisher. So, watching Bulls games early in this year's season, I immediately noticed this guy's style and just how he played. He was a beast on defense. He's super effective as a player, and then his shooting from the three-point line is usually lights out. By January, the NBA had actually created a compilation of his first 100 threes. That's only 3 months into the season, guys. Imagine his ceiling. So he completed the season averaging 15 points, 7.5, basically 8 rebounds. That's crazy. And 1 assist. He also finished 3rd in his rookie class for three-pointers made. He made 145 of 300. Only finishing behind only finishing behind Donovan Mitchell and Kyle Kuzma. That's pretty amazing. And I'm super excited to see Lauri Markkanen's ceiling. He plays so well on the floor. I feel like this guy can only get 1,000 times better. I'm just so excited to watch him in these seasons to come. On to another guy who I really enjoyed watching this year, Dennis Smith Jr. Oh my God, the hops on this man, are you kidding me? Personally, I think he should have won the dunk contest this year at the All-Star game, but that is just me. So he finished this season with an efficiency field goal percentage of 44.6%. I can't talk. I know the Mavs did not contend this year, but I really enjoyed watching them for several reasons. One, Dirk Nowitzki is one of my favorite players of all time. He's in my top 5. So this guy, I just noticed he's gonna be a star. His potential, I noticed almost immediately in the beginning of the season watching games. He's just super explosive. He has major hops. I liken his situations to Donovan Mitchell, where he was one of the primary playmakers and scorers for his team during his rookie year. And he got the job done, averaging 30 minutes per game with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. That's not bad. 15 points on 30 minutes. That's basically a basket every other game. Personally, like I said, I believe he should have won the dunk contest, but that's just me. He did make a few mistakes this year in his rookie season, trying to pass through clogged lanes. But of course, you just learn from these things when you're a rookie and you come back and you do better. But I definitely like how quick he is, how explosive he can be, and how sometimes he would create shots on pick and rolls. He's just a cool player to watch, and yeah. So lastly, we have Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons made up for lost time after not being able to play in his original draft year from his injury. He came close to averaging a triple-double in his first year with 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists, and went on to average a triple-double in the first round of his first playoff series ever. When the second best player on his team went down with an injury, Joel Embiid, or the Mask, he led them into the playoffs and helped them sustain enough wins to become the number 3 seed. Are you kidding me? Philly had not been in the playoffs for 5 years. So they finally have their first season as a contender after not going to the playoffs all that time with Ben as a starter. And Ben is one of those people, he has enough size, but Ben also has speed to match that size. He shot 83% of his shots within 10 feet of the rim, and he got 58% of them to fall. Like I said, I believe his size and speed definitely helps him to achieve that. Now, on the other hand, one aspect of his game that a lot of people would like him to work on is his mid-range jumper and his three-point shot. He only pulled up from outside of the paint 17% of the time, and he only got 25% of those shots to fall. Okay, so I will say his size also plays a part in his defense, where he averaged 2 steals per game and a block per game. If he has a guy on perimeter, they are usually forced to pass the ball out just because of Ben's size, his height, his wingspan. It's very hard for you to try to create a shot when he's guarding you. You're really gonna have to force it or create a horse shot or just take a very difficult shot when he's on you. But I just appreciate his style of game, how he always gets his entire team involved. Like, Philly was such a fun team to watch with him as a point guard because of how he created so many ways for his other players on his team to score. Like, the Philly team looked like a very deep team, and I would say a lot of it had to do with the playmaking that had been created while he was on the floor. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I want to give an honorable mention to John Collins. He played as a center this year for the Atlanta Hawks, averaging 10 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block while playing 24 minutes per game. This year's rookie class was phenomenal. I can only imagine the heat we are gonna see from these guys in the seasons to come. And a few other players who I would have loved to talk about were like Josh Jackson, Kyle Kuzma. We just had so many good players this year. Basketball was a lot of fun with watching these guys. Yeah, guys, so those are my top 5 favorite rookies from this year's 2017-2018 NBA season. I'm hoping that this year's upcoming draft will produce some really fun players like how we had this year. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.